Okay, we're going to work on our autofocuser for our telescope. If you remember last video, we did the motor. So now what we need to do is we need to get the motor attached to this. And so with my messing around, I finally figured out that, well, these wheels come off and they're just screwed on. So the easy way to get them off is make sure you grab your pliers, right? And you want to grab your pliers and you want to hold really tight in here. And then you want to grab this wheel and really do it, right? Now this works for mine. You'll have to see if yours going to do the same thing. I found if you just pry this little sticker off, you can see in there and you can see whether you might have some threading. This is a threaded metal insert. I had threaded metal insert, which is a key indicator to me that it's a threaded rod. So I was very easy and simple to get this off. Then I measured the screw size. Got on and looked at this. Measured the size on our motor, right? Because we have this little piece here. And then I found this coupler. So this is a 4mm screw coupler. And this just kind of fits inside here. And I got it and I was like, oh, well, that's not going to work because the threading piece is that high. So I got a M3 screw. That's a M3 by 8, so it's 8mm by M3 size. And this is a M3 by 5mm nut you can get. And you just take both of these, you screw these both together. This gives you just enough room. Plus, if you snug it all the way down, you're not going to hit the threads. So this just slides right into here. And then the coupler came with this Allen key, so we could just Allen these down. And so for right now, I know one thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put some super glue on the threading. But just for now, right? So, well, actually I probably should do it this way. Instead of putting it on there just yet, I just screw it onto here. And same way here, right? You put some super glue in here, thread it on, let it sit for overnight or 2 days, and then it'll stick to that. And then you take your motor, stick the motor in. So I found that I want to have the motor this way because that's less stuff hanging down. I want to try and keep this clear since I have all this other stuff up. So I want to try and keep my motor up. So we just screw the motor into the top here. And once we get the motor into the top, make sure this is tight so the motor doesn't come off. Good enough for what we're doing. So now I have the motor here and I want to make sure it's straight up and down. You got these two screws here, where's my screwdriver? Oh, here it is. Alright, so it takes a screwdriver, right? And we're going to need this is where our mount's going to go. So what I want to do is I want to pull out one of these screws here. So we'll just take the top screw. Now we want to leave the plate in there because that's holding in the grease and stuff. While you got this out, you might as well remove that old grease and put lithium grease in the gearing. We get our screw size, right? Because what I'm gonna do is I ordered I don't have them in here. Let me go get them real quick. Okay, so I ordered some metal, and of course I've been doing some work with this, and turns out I ordered 6061 aluminum, and to bend it you have to like heat it. You can't bend it cold, otherwise it cracks. So what you want to do as well is you want to take some measurements of your plates, right? Like this is, I got it measured at like 28 inches wide. So what I'll do is we'll put the plate on there. Of course I already have this one done. I could kind of do what we're going to do here, right? Is we get our mount here. So what I need to do still is it just came off the vise. And it's still pretty, it's warm. It's not hot, but so anyways, I need to cut. I'm gonna have to cut this, which I'll do it later. But anyhow, so we get 28 inches here. I took all my measurements. 21 from here to here. It's 29, 28 inches wide. And then I got like a 10 millimeter. Well, I can't bend a 10 millimeter bend, so I made the bend longer, which is okay. All I have to do is accommodate for the screws that go into here, right? Which are just like these guys. So really it's just, I have to make sure I can get the nut in there when I screw this through. This is an awfully long screw. I'm going to have to get a shorter screw. But anyways, we'll get our nut in there. Maybe I can use some of my other stuff over here. And these are the brackets, right, that screws through here. So we'll put at least one here, and we'll need at least one on the top. And then, so we'll get that. I think it's better. You're better off, like, I'll do a CAD file for this stuff and give you a CAD, and then it's better off just to have somebody else make it. Because yeah, you can see I'm not too thrilled with it. It doesn't look straight. But anyhow, so the other thing, I guess I get a little sidetracked here. We need to measure our screw. So you want to go just the threading. So your screw threads are, what is that, like 8 millimeters. So I need to account for this. And here there's this is 2 millimeter material. So I got 8 millimeters. I need a 10. So in my, had to order some screws. Alright, so anyhow, I take your screw, which I said this is 8 plus 2 is 10 millimeter. And then if you can't find the exact 10 millimeter, you can go with some washers, right? Go with a 12 and get 2 millimeters worth of washers. The idea, you don't want to like screw something in too long. It's actually the screws cause the screw to go into something else. So it's important that you do it that way. So I have to drill some holes in this. I have to drill the 2 screw holes here. And then I have to drill the hole for the piece to go through. And then I have to drill these other 2 holes. So I have a little bit more work to do. So what we'll do is I will go get that done. Since this is now cooled down enough, I can work with it. And then we'll pick up from there. Alright. So I got my box of screws here. So we're looking for, I think that's M3. M310. So that gives me my 2 millimeters. So there's my M310. And these are just wood screws. I don't know why they used a wood screw, but whatever, I guess they did. So same size. And those are M3/8s. So that's packaged. So you can see here's the whole thingy. I haven't done mine in lithium yet, but it's alright. I will get that done here in a second. I just want to get this plate put back up here like it's supposed to be. And I got, oh gosh, now I got this grease on me. Let me grab my towels. Alright. Stupid, silly grease. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to go, okay, looks like we're putting the bottom one in first. And I don't want to like fully do this because I have to measure, since I changed this bottom dimension, because I can't do it in the vise. Oh, this thing's going to just, here, fall out. Let's get more grease everywhere. Gosh, that stuff's so insane. I wouldn't thread this. I hollowed it out just a little bit, but it's still got a little threading in there. So, make sure both of them go in. Yeah, I would highly suggest take the CAD plans and go have unless you know some people who do machine work, have them work you up some stuff. Because this is kind of a pain in the butt. Alright, good enough for that. Yeah, I was a little worried my holes are not going to be right, but we look good. Alright, so anyhow, so now what I need to do, right, is I need to find my hole of where it's going to be with this. This is not too critical because I just need a hole a little bit bigger. You know, I even thought about, well, if I just drill this big giant hole, it'll just rest in there even better, but it doesn't matter because all we need, right, is we just need to go through, right, like this. We have the extension screw on there as well. We just got to make sure that this doesn't hit the metal. So that's the only important thing. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to kind of just measure up and eyeball it. I'll do it right at 39 or 40. And I think 39 or 40, and we'll just do it right in the middle. 39 or 40. We'll go just go a ½ inch. So we'll just do a ½ inch, 39 or 40 up. Okay, so I will go get that cut, or I'll go get that drilled, and then we'll be right back. Alright, so I got that drilled. Use a little WD-40. Hopefully you can see that there. So that should give us enough clearance for our motor to go in there. I even got it where I even got it just set just right, right? It's sitting flush and flat. So the next thing is, I'd like to have this sitting straight up and down. Just need to go drill at least one hole here and one hole on the other side. And then we'll have our motors working. Oh yeah, I wanted to do this like this though. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter because this hangs down anyways, doesn't it? Oh, that's right. That's why I only wanted to bend this here. You see, I wanted to do it this way. Oh, gosh. I wanted to do it this way so that I didn't have this big hanging down thing, right? So I think what I will end up doing is I will get this CAD made because I can't make this tight bend. It's still a 10mm bend to go across here. So, I hope you guys can see that. So getting that bend made, it will be a lot better. It'll be a lot less stuff hanging down. It'll be something like that, right? All I need is enough room to put a screw in there. And I guess I could have just ran it across and only screwed the two top in, maybe. I got extra metal. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it again. And the other thing with this extra hanging down, I don't know. I'll have to put it in my mount and see if it's going to hit anything, because it hangs down a lot farther than what I thought. But anyhow, let me go pop two holes. Put one here, and then I'll be back. Okie dokie. I got those all, and I'm going to use M320s to hold the motor in, and I get the washers. So I'll do that, and then yeah, we should be all ready to go, all done. Put this up here. I do want to put it on the mount. Oh, what am I doing? I'm about ready to mess things up. That's what I'm about ready to do. I'm not going to put that tight. Not yet. And then this one. Alright. So, instead of having my tube all the way in, I'm going to bring it out some. That way when I put the motor on it, in case something happens with the motor, right? If I've got it the wrong position or don't have it doing something properly. I do need to tighten it though. Where's my other, because what will happen is the torque will unscrew that. Here's my other, I'll get my other pliers. Oh, sorry. Get this tightened down so that it doesn't come undone when the motor's running. And you don't want to overdo this because you don't want to strip anything, but you do want it a little snug in there. And we put this in, put this up like we wanted it, like we originally said we were going to do with it. Put our 20 in. Oh, that's a little off on that. I'm not sure. Get my hex keys here. We'll just screw it in just a little bit. Nope. Nope. Oh, this is gonna be one of these days. Not gonna pick the right one. Oh, are you kidding me? No. No. We're gonna go through them all, it looks like today. No lucky days today. Okay, we got one. Oh, that's going in a lot smoother. Part of it's my metal's a little bit bent too, so I'm not sure how much of this you guys can see, but it's not much to this. We're just mounting the motor on here. Actually, before I get that tight, I better get this other one put in, because I can get some wiggle room. Not sure how well I did this one either. Oh, that one's pretty good. Other than maybe I didn't haul it out enough a little bit. I think I did. Put the nut on it. I don't go too much. This is a plastic mount, so I don't want to strain it too much. Now the next big thing is just getting our... So now that we have a motor on here, we can't really use this anymore. I mean, you can, it's really hard to turn it. I just wouldn't do it. Just use your motor. You know, I plan on putting this on my Pi anyway, so let's get, oh, I got all this stuff already let me get this undone real quick. If you remember right, I had this whole Pi motor thing down here. Oh, am I gonna be able, I'm gonna have to put it way back here, aren't I? What if I do it like that? That'll work. Get that out of the way. D9, positive rail is orange. That goes to red, and then ground goes to brown. Your wiring may be different. Let's turn this on. Oh gosh, what a mess. Positive rail, negative rail we'll put over here. Alright, and we're going to run this with not 14 volts, not 6.8 volts, 5 volts. We'll turn this on. Remember, we have to wait 20 seconds. Our light should flash when we're ready to go. There it goes. Uh-oh. Looks like I might have to reset my motors. Surely that's not... Oh, is that what it is? Is it really moving in the thingy? Yeah, I think it is. D9, ground, this... I think I need to recalibrate my motors. And I got to recalibrate it, so there's our ultra fine movement. It's the finest movement we can do there. Only put the 2 screws up here. I might end up doing that. We'll see. Especially if that's going to interfere with something, I'm definitely going to end up doing that. So, anyhow, we'll catch you later.